Yeah, I think if you look at it from the global perspective, the fact is that with the growing population and with the growing per capita consumption of many fast developing nations like China, India, Brazil, we are getting in the situation that we can simply not replicate the industrial type of resource intensive growth like we developed in US, Europe. It's simply impossible to replicate it on the global scale. So we are the first which have to change the way we produce and consume, but it's also very important that the emerging economies and the developing nations do not follow our path. So we all have to understand that with this rise of population and with this new increase on the consumption, pressure on the consumption, we are actually entering the phase which we will not sustain if we do not change. There are already 60% of ecosystems which are degraded, and this is absolutely something which we have to take into account. So we are accumulating debt like we are accumulating the debt in the financial sector, and this one will be more difficult to repay. Information is crucial. If you do not start from the basis, if you not start, for example, with sustainable corporate reporting, with national capital accounting, if you don't think in terms of beyond the GDP, you are actually giving wrong data, wrong information into the system on the basis of which then political decisions are taken. So with wrong input, you can't get right output. That's why it's so important that we basically change those basics of information on the basis of which we are taking our decisions.